Definitely the lending side.
Exactly.
With
Right.
going through this, a lot of banks, they have those certain boxes that they want checked, and when it's a special kind of a project, even though it's extremely profitable and there's very low risk involved, we have all the data that says, okay, the base has this many people that need housing and this many, and everything is lined up. Okay, it's guaranteed to work. And then because it doesn't fit certain boxes, going through so many different lenders and trying to figure out, and then each lender wants you to rewrite it something a little bit differently. Say, oh, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Unfortunately, we can't do it. It gets a little frustrating sometimes when you're dealing with that, and you're like, well, if you love it so much and you see that it's going to work, and nobody can find anything wrong with the deal, okay, let's do it. Luckily, we have found lenders now, but it's been a major process.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by John Rogers and Cody Barker. John is a commercial general contractor and a multifamily asset acquisition and operator, and Cody is the underwriter of their team. So excited to have both of you on the show today.
Fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, very nice.
Absolutely. Awesome. So let's dive in. For those not familiar with your world, can you share the short version of what the main focus of your business is?
Well, we pivoted a little bit. When we started, we were really looking at multifamily assets, and then going through and seeing the competition in that area to find the profitability that we were looking for. We kind of looked into our own team to see what strengths that we had. And with John here, he's an amazing contractor. He's been doing this for over 40 years with construction. So we started looking at what we could possibly use his strengths in getting into maybe ground up builds or more extensive remodels or even potentially conversions. And we went a whole different direction from our original multifamily idea. And now we're actually building and converting properties for military lodging.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Typically, we're looking at assets in the hospitality class. So anything with a heavy lift, your general contractor is on board here, myself, and we've got a crew of 20 to 25 guys that travel across the country. They're kind of jacks of all, masters of none. So right now they're in Oklahoma, right outside Altus Air Force Base.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Why did you guys decide on the military division?
It was really almost by accident. When we were looking at doing potential conversions, John found this property in Oklahoma, which was not a market that we were really even looking in. But with just some basic background and talking to the city over there, we started seeing that they had a real need. They had a housing shortage, and working to see if there was a way we could help them solve that problem. We found out what the military issue was that they were having with their housing needs, which was also kind of hand in hand causing an issue with what they were experiencing in Altus. So we figured out a way that we could get in there and kind of help both sides, help the military and the city. And that's really what led us in. It wasn't completely intentional to start with.
Amazing. What have you seen be a potential upside of this specific niche in your business?
Definitely the returns, I would say, are very good because we're able to work with the military, and by them staying with us, they're not having they get paid per diem, and so they're not having to spend more than their per diem like they would at other hotels. We can get exactly the per diem amount. So it's not costing the military any extra, but that nightly rate that extrapolates out over months is much higher than just what a normal apartment rental rate would be. So there's a lot of cash flow in projects like this. And what's great, because we do work with investors. So like on this project, for example, we have a 506B and we have investors on this project. And really, they're going to be seeing their return all in cash on cash, as opposed to having to wait for the asset to appreciate in value before they can really see a decent return. So that's one of the huge advantages that we loved about this project. Once we started into the pro forma and seeing what these returns would be, it's really incredible.
Amazing. That's very interesting.
We got a handful more coming up.
Go ahead.
There's any interest to some of your investors, just reach out to ourselves. Our email is john@investhyc, that's hotelyankiecharlie.com. And we got Cody at investhyc.com. And then our cap raiser, a third partner, Mark, he's not here today. Maybe on the next one we can bring him in, is Mark at investhyc.com.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So, what are some of the goals for where your business is heading or the direction you want to take it in?
I think with this niche that we found here, we've spoken to a lot of other military bases, and it seems like there's a need for what we're doing in this city and in this for this base. And I think that there's going to be a lot more that we can do with this. So I'd really like to grow this niche that we're in and work with a lot more bases and see what we can do to help as many as possible. And what I've seen is a lot of the smaller towns where they don't have a lot of other options where people can stay is where they could probably use us the most. So we're really going in. This is sort of our proof of concept with this one. So when we have that and we're able to show other bases what we're doing and also show other investors what we've done with this one, then I think that there's going to be a lot of support for it, and we should be able to grow it pretty quickly.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Exactly. I think the
Awesome.
military or the Air Force has an RFP out on the street right now. It's called COBL, COBL, commercial on-base lodging. Basically, there's 23 bases across the country they've identified that need to have commercial grade assets built on or adjacent to their base. So with the Air Force, there's plenty of demand for that stuff as well. So Air Force, Navy, we're looking at a Navy project in Florida right now, and then an Army project in Kansas.
Yeah, and the military in general is looking to privatize base housing as well as their lodging. So right now it's kind of the perfect time for what we're trying to do.
And who better to make the rent than, the U.S. government? As long as Uncle Sam stays solvent, we're collecting rent. we're good. Want some of those tax dollars back.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me more about the multifamily um, aspect of your business. How does that correlate with everything that you're doing?
That's what we originally started in. So when we started High Yield Capital, as the three partners, myself, John, and Mark, and we were really looking at multifamily assets, stuff that's over 100 units. We were looking at secondary markets and class A, class B properties, even class C's potentially. And going through and looking for those properties, I mean, that's where I think I was just explaining it, right? Where how we kind of switched over once we started not seeing that there's as much profitability as we originally thought in a lot of those spaces.
Right. You're kind of depending on the asset appreciation and then exiting that, deal with, trying to match up to the numbers that you'd hope for on the projections.
Yeah, amazing.
Or
So,
this idea
okay.
where we're at now, this is just a straight cash play.
Yeah. So, what have been some of the obstacles that you have found through this new venture?
Definitely the lending side.
Exactly.
With
Right.
going through this, a lot of banks, they have those certain boxes that they want checked, and when it's a special kind of a project, even though it's extremely profitable and there's very low risk involved, we have all the back. We're able to show on paper all the data that says, okay, the base has this many people that need housing and this many, and everything is lined up. Okay, it's guaranteed to work. And then because it doesn't fit certain boxes, going through so many different lenders and trying to figure out, and then each lender wants you to rewrite it something a little bit differently. Everybody wants their package a little bit different, and going through that process over and over again, that's probably been the biggest issue that we found, because investors haven't been a problem. I mean, people see it and they're on board. They see the picture, and we even hear back from the lenders. They say, "Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. I could really see this working. Unfortunately, we can't do it." Oh, that's amazing. That's better than anything we've seen this quarter or this year. Unfortunately, we can't do it though. So it's and then it gets a little frustrating sometimes when you're dealing with that, and you're like, well, if you love it so much and you see that it's going to work and nobody can find anything wrong with the deal, okay, let's do it. And luckily we have found lenders now, but it's been a major process, definitely.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the other lender that we found. It's a bank out of Broken Bow, Oklahoma. It's a USDA loan, and we were getting to close here, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and then the government shut down. So the real estate arm of USDA was shut down as well. So
Yeah,
we
that
didn't
loan was
sit,
ready to close. They were
took the
ready to
bull.
close, and we should have been funded on that one. And then all of a sudden, if the government would have waited one more week to shut down, then we would have had our funding on to finish up this project. And then now we've been forced to go back and talk to some of the other lenders and make a few new contacts. So we have a lot of interest right now, and it should be no problem. But yeah, it's that is one of those things on the long list. It's like, okay, we're all the way at the finish line, and then something happens. And so we've definitely been going through it on that aspect of it. Everything else has gone super smooth. Everything else has been absolutely perfect. So much cooperation with the city, so much cooperation with the Air Force. I mean, great people to work with. We've got to know these people really well and really got a real intimate knowledge of what's going on in the city and with the military. And all that's been great. Investors have been great. I mean, helping us. We've got letters from the military base and letters from the city, and everybody's like, yeah, we love this. Let's do it. Everyone's so excited about it. So it's so smooth. Everything's perfect except for just that one issue and getting the right bank on board.
Exactly.
That's really been the only struggle, I think. Everything else has gone super smooth. I mean, we have a great team. We've got, great attorneys and accountants, and we have all complementing strengths between myself and John and Mark. We work really, really well together, and we all bring a lot to the table, different backgrounds, all three of us, and all of it's gone really great. As soon as we get this one little final piece to the puzzle completely done, then we're there. If the government opens up tomorrow, then hey, then next week we'll have our funding. So
We're
we'll
good.
see.
We're good. We're ordering a bunch of materials and FF&E items, and we're off to the races.
Awesome. So, what does the process look like for you guys in terms of working with the military? Is there what is kind of like the action steps that you guys need to take?
It's definitely a relationship type of a business. You need to go in. I mean, when we started, yeah, I have a military background, but I don't know anybody at these different bases. And so getting in there and talking to people who've already been working with certain people and then getting a certain comfort level because they don't know us either. So building up that confidence and that comfort level and showing yeah, we are here, showing them what we're actually building and the assets that we're putting, the amenities that we're putting into this asset that are built specifically for them and how much thought that we've put in to figure out exactly what the right amenities are that these guys are really going to want that's going to make them have the best living experience possible while they're going through their training and kind of building that trust and showing them, hey, this is what we're doing for you guys. Well, I think that's great. And what's really going to boost us is once this one's done, and then we can show that, and we can show, hey, look, this is what we've done here in Altus, and this is what we're going to do here. This is what we can do at your base. You kind of let us know what you need, and we'll custom tailor our product to fit what you guys need to make sure that we're taking care of our military personnel. Whether that's a ground up build, whether there's something in town that we kind of, with this one in Altus, we kind of got really lucky. This hotel is this really large, um, it used to be a Radisson, and so it's got these big conference halls, a bar and a restaurant, this big indoor atrium with the indoor pool and just tons and tons of space, a huge building. So we were really able to customize it on the inside how we wanted, completely redo the whole thing and put these amenities in there. So it might be difficult to find something like that, but in other locations. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't build something from scratch or take a different approach depending on what that particular base needs and what we might be able to help with. I mean, John's fantastic. He can build anything. So, we got a lot of options there with that, a lot of freedom there. And we don't have to worry about subcontracting. He has his traveling crew that goes out. So we can bring the entire construction crew to each of these projects and knock it out of the park.
That's one real benefit as well, that we're not at the mercy of the local subcontract community. Even though we're paying for various services and whatnot, that we actually self-perform quite a bit of it. And we actually control the quality of what we do as well.
Yeah, amazing. That's important. I feel like talking to many investors, the contracting work can sometimes be a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Especially nowadays, everybody's crying about prices of, getting things done has gone through the roof. And material prices rightfully so have gone up through the roof. But we enjoy national accounts with foundation materials, Home Depot. A lot of the other 800-pound gorillas in the retail market as well. So we get favorable pricing when we do go out to price materials.
Awesome. Are you doing contracting work for other types of investment buildings or just sticking to the military projects right now?
Right now, we're sticking with the military aspect. We see a big demand for it. Cody's been through it. I've seen it. I've built some of the BEQs and BOQs as well. And they're getting old, they're getting tired, and, troop morale is not the best when you have to stay in an overcrowded bunkhouse. So if we could help out our servicemen and women, that would be fantastic. And like Cody said, if we're collecting for the government, the GSA pays the rent. Can't beat that.
Makes sense. When it comes to growing your business, has there been anything in particular that has made the biggest difference for you?
I think having our partner Mark on board and his connections to a lot of wealthy people has helped us have a real easy time accessing the capital that we need that's going to help us grow quickly. We've got, from going through this one, we have a lot deeper knowledge now of what it is to do these types of projects and the whole underwriting side of it, because the underwriting is quite a bit different. You're looking at different things as opposed to just a normal multifamily. So now that we have the experience of working on doing this one, and then with John with his construction and with Mark being able to bring capital to the table, I think that we got a really great ability to grow this quickly.
There you go. What's the goal? 10,000 doors?
10,000 doors is the goal. Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing.
So
What an
this
exciting goal.
property is 134. So we got a ways to go.
Yeah,
What,
that's
1%?
exciting.
A little over 1%. 1.4%.
Awesome. So before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more about everything you guys are doing, where can people find you?
Definitely the email. And this project, if you want to know more on this one too, we have an investor portal. It's investhyc.investnext.com. And then you can just go in there and you'll see the project's called Skyward Point. And then anybody's welcome to go in there and take a look. You just have to put in your name and your phone number and your email. Then you can go in, check it out, and any questions, let us know, and we can set up. We're happy to set up group meetings or individual meetings or talk more about it, any aspect of it really. So we're pretty open. I think it's a big market, so maybe other people find it interesting as well, and then they can connect with us because there's always that chance too. Maybe they know of something that's going on with a base in their area, and then they can bring us in and help get that deal knocked out. So we can definitely help with that, especially with what we've done with this one. So we can bring that experience to the table and help close that deal quicker, I think.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
amazing. I appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity so much. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We have more conversations with operators like John and Cody who are building real businesses. We'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.